Good evening, dear children. Today we shall study about measurement of temperature. Before we even move ahead and understand about the various methods that are used to measure temperature, it is important that we understand the meaning of temperature itself. So, temperature is defined as the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. It means how hot or how cold a body is. That is its temperature. Now, many times we can estimate the temperature of various objects simply by touching them. Like, for example, if you have a cup of coffee, alright, by touching it, you can tell me how hot or how cold it is. However, we cannot rely completely on our sense of touch to measure temperature, as we cannot get the accurate measurement just by touching. Our sense of touch can only give us a relative feeling of hotness or coldness. That means just by touching, you cannot get the accurate measurement. Just like the previous example that I gave you about the cup of coffee. If you have a cup of coffee, by touching, you can only tell me if the coffee is cold or hot. Can you give me the accurate or the exact temperature of the coffee? You cannot. You can only give the relative. You can only get the relative feeling of hotness or coldness by touching it. But what about the accurate measurement of temperature? Can you give it to me just by touching? Now suppose if in your house somebody is having fever. If you touch the forehead, you will find the body to be hot. But can you exactly tell if the person is having fever? And if he is having fever, then what is the temperature of the person? You cannot, right? So that means we need a device to measure temperature. Now, in order to measure temperature, a device called as thermometer is used. The earliest thermometer was invented by Galileo in 1592. His water thermometer was not reliable, so he made a basic water thermometer. However, there is a problem over here. And what was the problem with the thermometer? He used water in it. Now, you already know that at low temperatures, water freezes. So, this was the problem with the thermometer that Galileo had invented, because he used water in his thermometer, and water, it freezes at low temperature. So another scientist named as Gabriel Fahrenheit in 1714 developed the modern thermometer. So Gabriel Fahrenheit, he developed the modern thermometer that we use these days. Now that we have spoken enough about the invention of thermometer, let us see the parts of a thermometer. So now the entire thermometer is made up of a glass tube. It is called as a stem. If you look carefully over here, I have highlighted it with the help of a box over here. The entire thermometer is made up of glass tube. Now this glass tube is called as stem. Alright. Now what kind of a glass tube is this? This glass tube is long, narrow and uniform. So the glass tube is known as stem. This entire thermometer is made up of glass and it is called as stem. Now let us look at the next part. Now can you see over here? On the stem you can see that a scale is there. So your thermometer consists of a scale that is marked on the stem. Now look carefully over here at the end. At the end of the stem, that is at the end of the glass tube, you find that there is a small bulb. Now this bulb contains mercury. Alright, this is the bulb that I have highlighted. It contains mercury. Inside there is a capillary tube. So when the bulb comes in contact with a hot body, what happens? The mercury, it starts expanding, the mercury starts rising. So whenever your bulb comes in contact with the hot body, the mercury starts rising up, the mercury level starts expanding, and it expands to the capillary tube that is there in the center. Now dear children, although we use that kind of temperature, that kind of thermometer to measure temperature, but then it is very important to know that mercury can be extremely dangerous, as mercury is a toxic metal. Toxic means poisonous metal. So if by any chance you drop your thermometer, if you drop your glass thermometer, what can happen? It becomes very difficult to dispose it then if the mercury thermometer breaks. So in order to overcome that problem, these days we use digital thermometers. So nowadays digital thermometer is used that does not contain mercury. Okay, it does not contain mercury. Now let us see the types of thermometers. So there are basically two types of thermometers: clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer.